Team Fortress 2's impact on gaming cannot be understated. This game came out in 2007, and it's still going strong even to this day with SFM animations and even entire films being made inside of TF2, like the TF2 universe, the TF2 verse, like for example Emesis Blue or Mises Blue, I don't fucking know. And to spring off from that, TF2 is also a great device for horror. With series like the Server Blight and the Sentient Ragdoll series, TF2 is a great device for horror, and in my opinion, one of the best uses of TF2 and horror smashed together is a little known series called TF2 Anomalies. Created by Key Kills Reality, yes, that's actually how you spell his name, an SFM animator. This guy created this series. This is the creator of the series. Yeah, this guy. Now, TF Anomalies, as I'm going to be calling it for now, started on April 3rd of 2023. And without further ado, let's do this. The description on the first video is as follows. Was playing 2 Fort the other day and saw that. I don't know if this is a glitch or something from some recent big update, but it scared me. Today I decided to upload it here to see if anyone has encountered something similar. Also to go off script for this video, but for some reason the descriptions are completely misspelled. I don't know if that's done on purpose, but it's really annoying and it kind of throws me off. But anyways, let's actually talk about the video. I'm bad with segues. So the video begins with someone picking the scout in TF2. So I kind of have to explain this to all the normies out there. So what is TF2? TF2 is a hero shooter. Basically think of it like this. Each character, that being scout, medic, spy, heavy, etc., are basically kind of like their own class. You know, they have their own movement, their own like weapons, and basically what I'm trying to say here is that each hero in the game is basically like their own class. Alright? So when I say he's picking the scout, he's picking the scout class. Look, it's really hard to explain this to someone who's never played a video game in their entire life. So our character goes into the main lobby and everybody on the opposite team and even his own team are just dancing. Now, to be fair, there are lobbies where sometimes you would see random people dancing and people on the other team giving other people sandwiches, but this kind of feels a little bit off. And sadly, my suspicions are completely correct because when he moves to the next stage and when he comes back, everybody is gone. And then when he goes to the barracks, he finds a blue sniper just laying down. It's clear that he's dead, but why is this blue sniper here? Oh god, now I have to explain the game modes of fucking TF2 now. Alright, I'll be brief. So 2-4 is basically a map in TF2. I know, shocker, but this map is basically part of a game mode called Capture the Flag. I don't really need to explain Capture the Flag, because in this game it's basically similar to what it is in real life. Opponent wants your flag and you want their flag. So you fight each other to get each other's flag.
You fat bald bastard, you piece of subhuman
until bada bing bada boom, you either win or lose the game. So the reason why this is odd is you don't really see other people on the other enemy team, on the other team's barracks. It's just kind of weird. You don't really see it that often unless someone on the enemy team got killed in the barracks. Look, this is really hard to explain to someone who's never played a game, alright? I know I said that twice, but like literally, it's really hard to explain, okay? Leave me alone. So our main character for the video decides to get out of the barracks, and when he did, he decides to go near the objective room. And while going there, he spots a red sniper. It's kind of hard to see, but as you can see, he's clearly moving to the objective. So our scout friend decides to go follow him, and well, this happens.
Feel the burn now. Y'all ain't ready for this.
So you might be wondering, what the hell was that? Well, I don't have answers just yet. So let's move on to the other video. Who knows? We might get some idea on what's going on here. The next video's description is as follows. I was playing Double Cross when it happened again. The engineer that I friended noticed it too. I thought I was the only one seeing it. Not sure why this map auto-loaded like that, or why there was a loaded trigger in a live game. The audio skipped at the end because my computer crashed and blue screened at the end of the recording. Sorry, I'm scared to join another match and I haven't played since. Please post if you have experienced this all recently. I need a fix. I've checked the forums to see if anyone has experienced this and I haven't found anything. I still think it's a bug with the recent major update. I'll log you in a few days once I get over my fear. So this is Double Cross. It's another capture the flag map like 2-4, but except you go into these cool ass bases to get the objectives. Our player character picks the scout again because I guess that's his favorite character, I guess? I don't know. So this video starts off normal like the last one, until the player character, like last time, notices something in the tunnel. You know, I'm just gonna call the player character Jeremy just for fucking posterity's sake or convenience sake or whatever. So Jeremy sees a figure moving in the tunnel on the map, and the thing is, someone else sees that figure. It's the engineer he was actually talking about earlier. And so both of them decide to go into the tunnel to investigate when, you know what, I'll just show you what happens. So that was pretty spooky. Like, I'm trying to lighten the tension, leave me alone. It appears that the anomalies can take you out of your game and put you in another one. I don't know why this happens, but maybe the next episode will clue us in. The description reads as follows. Found this file on my old desktop. Might be a Skype chat, or it looked like he had seen the same thing I've been seeing. I'm going to send him a friend request on Steam so we can talk. I'm going to log in tomorrow. Just like the last video, the video seems pretty normal. It's about a sniper and he's doing some sniping. And we even hear someone talking.
Why is there a spy right outside of spawn?
But when the game lags, and just like in the last video, this happens. I'm not going to cover the other ones, at least not in depth, mainly because I don't want this video to be repetitive, basically. But here's some highlights. In the fourth video, it's on Turbine. The person is playing the engineer and he's doing his thing, when for a brief second you can actually see the heavy thing from the last video before disappearing, like he's fucking Harry Osborn in Spider-Man 3. And then when the engineer goes into the vents where the heavy was, boom, heavy jump scare. And when you think he's done, boom, heavy jump scare again. Not gonna lie to you, these got me. But when he goes to the menu, it doesn't look like the modern menu for TF2. It kind of looks like the old one, like when the game first launched on PC. This is what it looks like when it's not compressed. So either the entities are changing the game so that way it reflects the older builds, or maybe he's using a mod. I don't know, man. The fifth video is, well... And the sixth video begins... The fuck was that? Okay, after that, it's the soldier doing soldier things, I guess, when he sees a figure and then ignores it after he gets stuck and kills himself to get out of it. This was a horrific mistake. Now the 8th video is the longest out of all of them, mainly because it's actually the most, okay, how can I say this? Basically, the 8th video is basically in the style of those internet mystery videos that are made on like MS Movie Maker, you know, type of things. It's like Bigfoot found, lost footage or something like that. And this entire video is basically in the style of that. So in this video, a guy playing the engineer is basically doing engineer stuff when he sees a figure walking past him and he decides to go investigate. And he doesn't really find anything. That wasn't until he decides to go AFK and, well, this happens. So he comes back and continues as usual until he hears something. And tries to talk to someone who's on this server, if there's anyone on this server anyways. And then... Hey, really quick, editing Kyle here. Or I'm sorry, Carl, whatever, doesn't really matter. Point is, I kind of forgot about the 10th video, so I'm just going to be playing it just abruptly. So if you're wondering why there's a fucking video, like, interrupting another video, that's because I forgot about it. Also, it's not technically the 9th video, it's actually the 10th video. Well, not 10th, but 11th video. You'll see what I mean in a bit. But basically, I just kind of forgot a video. Sorry about that. Anyways, please enjoy the 10th video. Like the real one. Basically, the 9th video, this also goes for the 14th video. Basically, all of these videos are kind of like Vine or like TikTok recompilations or like TF meme compilations, but at the end, they actually have like bits of lore to them. Honestly, I don't really know a ton about them. They're kind of a little bit vague, but I'll give it my best shot on what actually happens in these videos. So the first video is the Scout recreating a very funny meme off of TikTok, and at the end, Scout and the cat disappears, and we're still in the same scene where the Scout is, and then the pyro comes in, and then he just looks at the camera, oh, spookily, but the ending is kind of what's interesting because it's actually from, I guess, the pyro's perspective, or maybe it's like a third or second person perspective, where the pyro is going to sneak up and kill the soldier character. The 11th video takes place after the 9th video ended, where the pyro basically killed the soldier and now he's going to move on to the medic. After he converts the medic to basically be one of these freaks, we actually find out that the soldier is still alive? What the fuck? The 12th video begins where we last left off. We see the soldier awake and examining what the hell happened to him. And, you know, I'll show you the rest. The 13th video kind of, I guess, begins where I think the 12th video ended. I don't know, I'm losing track at this point, but basically it continues where the last one left off, where the soldier is about to be converted, I guess, to one of these freaks, but then the engineer from before basically saves him. Yippee! But he's also stuck in the void. But now he's stuck in the void. And that's actually where a 14th video picks up. The soldier wakes up in the void, and honestly, it kind of reminds me a lot of the White Room from the Matrix. I'm just expecting Morpheus to start popping out any minute.
Morpheus, Dorpheus, Orpheus, go eat some walruses, orifices, porridges. Morpheus, Morpheus, go get to the buffet in Morrison.
And, you know, I'll just play the rest. And after that's done, let's get to the last video I want to talk about. Mainly because, I don't know, I just kind of got bored, and also because technically this is, I guess, kind of the last main video. You'll see what I mean in a bit. Okay, I'm gonna go off script for a bit because I need to talk about the playlist. You see, up until this point, I've been mainly focusing on the playlist that the original creator has, well, created, so that way I can actually watch in order. And it's been really great. But unfortunately, there is a final video on the playlist that is disturbing. Some would even say, you know, just play it. Yeah, it's just Gru dancing. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great that Gru has these sick-ass moves, but I don't even know why it's in the playlist. My theory is that he probably just did it just to fuck with people. I know he's gonna probably make more videos eventually. I mean, I hope so, because I don't want this to be the real last video on the channel. And there's no description that basically leads to a link to an unprivated video, whatever. No, this is basically the last video in the playlist. Literally, this is the last one. So until more videos get made, that was the last video, but I'm not going to be covering that. So I'm going to cover the one before that. So let's just do that. I gotta get back to the script, hold on. The video begins, and it's the same guy from before, and it looks like he's on an even older version of the game than before. I think he's playing on that old school Team Fortress 2 thing that's going around. What was it called? Oh yeah, classic TF2. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, or something like that. I think that's what he's doing. He's basically playing it, and these anomalies are infecting it. Or maybe he just found a way to play an earlier version of the game, or more likely, these are actually archival footages, or whatever. The description for this video is as follows. It happened again. I don't know why. And the reason why I say he's on an even older build of TF2, or maybe plays that mod, is because the spy normally looks like this on the HUD of modern TF2. Man, I'm so fucking bad at this. What I'm trying to say here is that in modern TF2, the spy looks like this, while in this version of his gameplay, he looks like this. So, yeah. And if you're wondering, this is what his model looks like when he's not compressed. Pretty snazzy, huh? Also, the HUD is just different. The team capture points are white instead of blue and red like they usually are. And after a while, this happens. And he finds the sniper on the top of the next building, and he goes to investigate, only to find that he's gone. But he slows down the footage, and we see this. He either glitched out of the map or he's directly walking on air. After that, he found the other side and he goes looking for him again. After a while, this happens. And sadly, that's it for now. If you wanted answers, fuck you! Then, you might be wondering what the hell is going on here. Well, unfortunately, I might have an answer, but it might not be correct, because if more videos get produced, it might be wrong, I guess. So here's my game theory. It's what these things are, connected to the white door and the void, but that's boring. That's like a boring game theory or whatever. So here is what I really think is going on here. Clearly, these are reality warpers, in the sense that they can just bend reality to their whim, like they're fucking Thanos. They can change the game in any way they like. I don't think they're demons or like monsters like the server blight. I just don't really think that's the case. I think they're players who are so attached to this game that they left their mortal shell behind in order to become something far greater. And I know this is gonna sound like a big stretch. It is, but just let me cook, alright? Because I think it kind of reminds me of the David Cronenberg film Videodrome. Videodrome is a 1983 film directed by Guess Who and starring future alt-right Twitter user and Family Guy punching bag James Woods. In that film, spoiler alert, James Woods' character completely gives himself to the Videodrome, calling it the new flesh, by game-ending himself.
Guide you, Max. I've learned a lot since I last saw you. I've learned that death is not the end. I can help you.
I don't know where I am now. I'm having trouble finding my way around.
To become the new flesh, you first have to kill the old flesh. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let your body die. Just come to me, Max. Come to Nikki. Watch. I'll show you how. It's easy.
And I think that's what's happening here, because I don't think this is some entity of some kind. I mean, they are, but I don't think they're like a ghost or some shit. They are sentient. They see the players. If there's some creature in the game's code or whatever, it'd be too obvious. That's the reason why I brought up Videodrome earlier. I believe these are players who probably took their own lives to become one with the game, like the new flesh, to save them from the nothingness they have become.
Hey, kaboom to you, sir.
Oh, I'm going to liquefy you.
This series is something special, and I hope you check this series out. I'll link the playlist down in the description, and that's basically it for me. Also, I am no longer going to be using Premiere Pro, instead I'm going to be switching to DaVinci Resolve. Nothing will change about my workflow, I just don't really want to spend 80 bucks a month on Adobe. I'm keeping Photoshop because I actually like Photoshop. But anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.